Chatsva, the heat for progress.
Hello everyone, my name is Tapiwa Emmanuel, the one who speaks it like it has never been spoken. I am the Chatsva Podcast-Show host, and today we bring to you yet another interesting, motivating and life-changing episode. Welcome to Chatsva episode 10. Ladies and gentlemen, meet our guests Brian and Panashe. Brian, of course, you can introduce yourself.
Hello Zimbabweans, hello listeners. I'm Brian Chiduku. I'm a law student at Midlands State University.
Of course, Panashe, you can introduce yourself.
Hello Zimbabwe, my name is Panashe doing laws with MSU. Thank you for having us, our listeners and viewers.
Thank you for having us as well, our guests. What amazes me between these two guests is these guys, they are blind, but they're studying law at Midlands State University. Number one, MSU accommodates everyone. Number two, it implies that law has been turned to be a profession of hope. Lawyers are now hope for everyone. It's the hope for Zimbabwe as well. So, just to start with Panashe and Brian. Of course, Panashe, you will reply to this. How did you guys meet?
Okay, actually, our disability led to our... that's how we met because of our disability.
Yeah.
We were doing primary education,
Yeah.
secondary education there in Masvingo at Margaret Hugo High School. So that's how we got to meet with my colleague.
Oh, yeah, that's great. And how has been life, Brian, with Panashe? How are you guys interacting? Do you enjoy being with Brian, of course?
Yeah, of course, he's a good friend.
Yeah.
We really do enjoy ourselves. We've been enjoying all together from primary and secondary. We also studied together and we encouraged each other to come here to study at Midlands State University. And here we are. We're just doing like great things.
Yeah. I loved it when you say you guys encouraged each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it that someone didn't want Midlands State University?
It's not a matter of that fact.
Yeah.
But we just encourage
Had to be there for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's great.
The idea which was just taken by both of us.
Yeah, that's great. I hear you guys were in grade 7 together, right?
Yeah.
And Form 4 together.
Yeah.
Upper 6 as well. In the same class.
In the same class.
Ah, that's great. Would you mind guys disclosing your A-level points?
Yeah, we do not have any problem with that.
Yeah, Panashe, how many points did you have at A-level?
I do have 17 points at A level.
Wow. I'm shocked. I am literally amazed and amused. And Brian?
Yeah, I'm also there at 17 points. we don't often separate.
Separate, right? Are you guys twins to start with?
We even communicate together, even if we are silent.
Yeah.
We do communicate with
Wow.
each other psychologically.
Yeah.
Yeah, psychologically.
So God definitely brought you guys together to be together, right?
Often things.
Yeah, I think through disability.
Yeah. Of which there is always something good that God brings in any situation. Which takes us to our topic being all things are possible if you only believe in God. To move on, ladies and gentlemen, what motivated you, of course, ladies and gentlemen, our listeners, and yeah, the gentlemen, what motivated you guys to do law? Panashe?
Okay, I was born like 21 years ago. And, I do believe that my life was mostly being influenced with politics. I do love
Politics, yeah.
And I think the better way I can do it was to join the law profession. For me to be a smart politician,
Yeah.
I just thought of being involved
In having law as a profession. Of course, and Brian?
Yeah, he loves politics. And
He loves politics.
How can I distinct myself from that political environment? I also enjoy it.
You guys also enjoy politics?
Yeah, I also enjoy
Of course, you can disclose any party that you support for the sake of our listeners.
Yeah.
Yes, we do not shy with our party.
Yeah, of course, but you will not disclose it, right? Yeah, and of course, I hear you guys would want to be politicians sometime in future. How do you see yourself in the government, considering that you have been given a post? What post would you admire to have as a politician in the ministerial department?
I can occupy every post.
Yeah.
Each and
Yeah,
every
this is good. This is good. You can occupy every post.
every post
Yeah.
that I might be given,
Yeah.
that I would just choose to.
Mm.
But each and every post,
Mm.
I would be able to take it.
Yeah, that's great. And Brian?
Yeah, I'm also comfortable with
any post, yeah.
But, there are some ones that I favor
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah.
I think as a football fan,
Yeah, you're a football fanatic.
Yeah.
Which team do you support?
yeah, support Chelsea.
in Panashe?
I do support Manchester United.
Yeah, I am also a Manchester United fan, and I've been there since I think since Ferguson.
Alright.
Yeah, I've been supporting Manchester
So I'm becoming
United.
your enemy.
Yeah, you of course our enemy on the show. Okay, so you can occupy any post.
Yeah,
This
you can
is great news. Ladies and gentlemen, join us after the break as we discuss more with the genius and the maestro to be in the law and media, of course, fraternity. Thank you.
It's been a busy week interacting with people coming in with their views from last week's episode and preparing for this great, exciting and life-changing episode. It has just been overwhelming and the support has been truly big and we appreciate that.
Welcome to our second and final segment of Chatsva episode 10. Of course, I have Brian and Panashe right here. I could stay in the studio, but we're just chilling by the stone benches of Midlands State University. Brian, I think you have to answer this, and as well, Panashe, you. How would you want yourself to be in the next 5 years?
I just want to be someone who I think financially stable.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah, of course. And I think I have to win a lot of people's hearts
Yeah.
in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And I also want to represent my continent in
Yeah.
terms of music sector.
Music sector.
I think
Of course, we'll mention that later on in the podcast. I loved it when you say you'd want to influence a lot of people. How do you intend to do that?
Yeah, I just want to let them know that being disabled, does not necessarily mean that you can't even do great things.
Yeah.
That's the message that I want to pass
Yeah.
to the Zimbabweans who are listening
Yeah.
right now, who are viewing right now, that we can do great things, you know, and we can even represent our Zimbabwean country,
Yeah.
our continent as well, and I think, yeah, that's all.
And my co-Manchester United fan supporter, how do you want yourself to be in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I'm so sure I'll be done with my program, of course, because it takes 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm still in first year.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 years, I'll be okay with my program. I'll start to practice as a lawyer, as a legal practitioner. I would want to proceed to the master's in constitutional law. I'd want to
Constitutional law, yeah.
with law, and I would be so sure that I would be representing the youth. I would be leader of the youth and speaker of the truth.
Yeah, of course. Holy 10. Yeah. A big shout out to you as well. Also, I understand that Brian is a musician.
Yeah.
Of course, before we talk about this, can you just give the listeners a snippet of your song that we are playing in the studio this morning?
Okay, if I just
Yeah, just sing a short part. Yeah.
Okay, let me just sing it like pamwe pacho ndinoshaiwa mazwi ekutsanangura ndotarisa mudenga ndotarisa pasi pakati takura ndatsaka ndashaiwa mumwe. Yeah, of course the rest
The rest you would have to listen to it through the link that we put on our podcast. But this is just brilliant. What motivated you to write this song?
I think I'm just interested in some sort of maybe love stories. Also
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Of course the solo in Mutsai.
Solo na Mutsai. Wana na.
So I'm interested in love stories,
Yeah.
in love things. So I was just motivated to make a song.
Yeah, this is just but brilliant.
A lot of things.
Yeah, we'll definitely push your songs. We'll push your songs so that a lot of people listen to them, because a lot of them are suffering the Mjolo pandemic, you understand? So I think you have come as a medicine to the society. And Panashe, from the way that you're saying everything, it implies that you're centered more on spirituality and on God.
Exactly.
Yeah. You go to church?
I go to church. I'm a preacher. I'm a member of Methodist Church in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
MCZ, of course.
Yeah.
And I just do believe that each and everything that I do, that I've been doing, is being controlled by the Almighty.
Yeah.
The one who is art in heaven.
Yeah.
I'm so sure and I'm so confident enough. With Him, nothing is impossible.
All things are possible. Yeah, all things are definitely possible with God on our side. And believe you me, God will take you to greater heights, because you have inspired a lot of people. And just by this podcast only will go a long way in inspiring a whole lot of people. And we want to move on to of course, our last segment. I chose this segment. Why? Because I know you guys are friends, but I think you have never told each other enough how much you appreciate each other. Yeah. Right? Okay. You have never taken time to say, no, Brian, I appreciate you in this way. Of course, I am a Manchester United supporter. And I come in and say, Panashe, I appreciate you. You're good. You are eloquent. You are a Manchester United supporter. And of course, I would love this segment to be a segment of you guys exchanging words. I will start with Panashe. Appreciate. I will start with Brian, of course. Appreciate Panashe.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you. But in terms of football, I think
you don't. But generally,
enemy of those who support
Manchester United, of course. But the love of God brings us together.
There are a lot of things that we do together, in which our interests are just combined. But in terms of football, I hate Manchester United.
And apparently, and I think you would have, of course, to say what he really means to you.
Okay. He's just my friend. He's my close colleague. He means more than a friend.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen that.
He means more than a friend because he does a lot of things for me. I also do
a lot of things for him, yeah.
And we often do the things together. And yeah, we have got some interests. I hope that there are a lot of things in which we are both interested. So I think
that's great, Brian. And Panashe, what do you have to say to Brian?
Brian is a talented guy, and I have to appreciate that, and I should recognize him.
Yeah.
And I think in things that we do together, we do them perfectly, nicely, in a very smart way.
Yeah.
And in things that I'm not being involved, I'm there to support him. And in things that he is not into, he's also
there to support. Yeah.
So we are there for each other.
Your brother's keeper.
Yeah, and I think in just saying it like that, I get to understand what do we mean to each other.
Yeah, this is great and of course touching. Let us move on to the last part. It's a game, all right? Yeah. This is how we're going to play this game. Panashe, you answer the question which we are going to pop at you, right? So this is the question to Brian. What is Panashe's shoe size? Shoe size. What is Panashe's shoe size?
Yeah, he weighs number 8.
Confirm.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, Panashe, what is Brian's favorite activity?
Music, of course.
Music. Brian, confirm.
True that.
Oh, and of course, on Panashe again, what is Brian's favorite song?
Brian's favorite song is of Jah Praise. That one, what is the name of this song? Chengetedza.
Can you sing it together, Brian? Can you sing it together? Chengetedza. Yeah. Makwehana yangu umire mire ndirwire hondo dzangu cause ndiwe kuti ndiwe daliwa gam cause he is your favorite artist. You love his songs. Yeah, and on Brian, what is Panashe's favorite module since, of course, what guys are you living? 1-1, right? 1-2. So since 1-1, what is Panashe's favorite module? Criminal law. Confirm. And I think the last question is posed to Panashe. What time does Brian usually sleeps?
Around past 12 to 1. Midnight, yeah.
Brian is sleeping midnight?
Yeah, true that.
Why?
I don't usually want to sleep before the day starts. I just make sure.
Put it in a very, very good way.
Yeah.
That's how we are.
You have to be productive enough.
I usually sleep tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You sleep tomorrow? Would you bless the day you're sleeping tomorrow again? Yeah, of course, this has been a great and exciting episode. Interacting with Panashe and Brian, you see these guys are good colleagues. Do you guys have social media handles?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, Brian, what's yours?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Shlukuti. Also have my YouTube account where I often upload my music.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one is at Clutter BT.
Clutter BT. So definitely post your link on our podcast as well. And Panashe?
On Twitter, I'm at Panashe Kazure 2028. And I think that's the good social media. It's so professional.
Yeah.
Would just link up with me. I'm also on Facebook, but not that much. If you would want me, you can come to Twitter. It's at Panashe Kazure 2028.
Yeah. And of course, do get in touch with me on my personal page for Chatsva. That's at Tapiwa Emmanuel on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Also, do get in touch with me on my WhatsApp platform number. That's at 0784-762-951. A big shout out to the director for this video, Machimbo E. I think he has been the best director, has proven himself much. You can also get in touch with him on his Facebook page. Big shout out to Luminosa Media for doing all our flyers and our platinum listeners, of course. Every week, Prince Tija, Kelvin Madzitire, Trevor Wesley, Gwandu, Tanaka E, Chipere, and all our listeners. You are greatly appreciated. Big shout out to Brian and Panashe. Thank you. Join us next week at 9 p.m. on Sunday.